However, what goes and influences the quality of life of older people often depends on things that are beyond the borders of your municipality. And this is why in South Australia we are working towards an age-friendly state, not only Adelaide, but the state. Because your public transportation, you live here, you have to cross municipality in order to work in another, which is often the case, and many examples like this. Therefore, we need an age-friendly state. And this is what we are doing, having obviously Adelaide, but also working with a number of communities and councils around so that we can build an age-friendly state. And it is important because that is a society like yours that will need this very important energy, especially this baby boomer generation. Us, because every single stage of life that we touched, we have transformed it. Adolescence is something that today we know, we take for granted, but it was actually a social construct that we, baby boomers, brought to history. Before the Second World War, people didn't have the luxury of adolescence. It was an abrupt transition from childhood into adulthood. Then came this very big cohort, living in affluence, in relative terms, much richer than before, with much longer schooling, educational levels much higher, in much better health than ever before. And then we had the luxury of 4 or 5 years of transition into adulthood. I know that for some, they would rather be adolescents forever, but for the vast majority of us, it lasts for 4 or 5 years, and it's here to stay. Now, this baby boomer is going to reach a different transition that's not going to last for 4 or 5 years, it's going to last for 20 years, 25 years, in which we are going to be healthier than ever before, with more money in our pockets, with higher educational levels, and we are going to transform what is to go older. I'm not going to grow older like my father, let alone like my grandfather. My grandfather died when he was younger than I am today. I was 13. I remember him well for many years, and he was an old man shuffling his way to the grave. I'm not like him. And having my DNA activism, transformation, I was present in 1968 in the student movement. I have helped to transform societies through sexual liberation, participation of women in the workforce, all that has happened to my cohort. And now that I'm getting older, with many, many millions of people like me, we are going to change. And as in the same way that we were adolescents before, we are now gerontolescents today. And we are going to bring this new stage of life. And I bet those that are younger, in 40 years from now, you will remember Alex was right. Gerontolescence is as easy to say as adolescence seems to us today. New words. I'm going to, because this is taking so long to change from one, I was going to skip a few slides. What's the matter here? Don't know. Doesn't even change. Well, I was going to say that there are words that are important. I was going to present some few examples of things we are doing in South Australia. I can do it any other time. But I just want to leave you with a final message. Longevity rhymes with solidarity. It also rhymes with heterogeneity. We are different as we grow older. Sometimes reflecting the privileges that some of us have and others don't. Wow, this is what I hope you will sign, the Dublin Declaration. In South Australia, we have emblematic projects. Now it's going to race. NGO involvement, you, COTA, leading the private sector. We want services and business that will be more age-friendly. This is how we are projecting the idea of age-friendly South Australia. And before I miss everything together, I just want to say that the increasing presence of older persons in this ever more urbanized global world reminds us that we live in this unprecedented period of history. We are so privileged. Not only we're living longer and longer, but also we have the opportunity to shape things for a better future for everybody. It is revolutionary. And there you have in the background Copacabana again. Remind us that we have to change and develop a culture in which we are going to respect diversity, because not all older people are the same. We have an age range from 60 to 110, increasingly more centenarians. How can you compare me with the needs that my mother at 94 has? And yet we so often talk about the elderly as if it would be a very homogeneous group. It doesn't make any sense. But above all, please remember that we need to build this culture that promotes solidarity between the young and the old. My son, who lives in Britain, brought his daughter, this little baby, when she was 6 months old, to meet her great-grandfather for the first time. He was then 94. She's now 9, and he's 103. And they continue to establish the same rapport that they expose here, looking each other through the eyes, coming closer and closer, as it is natural for young and old, until they touch each other through the nose. This is what we want, is a society in which this natural attraction and this solidarity will be expressed in all different ways. Thank you very much, and I'm sorry I have taken so much.